Welcome back, everybody. This is the 2022 Carter Cup Spring Team Air Hockey World Championships. I'm Tim Weissman. I'm here with Jacob Weissman, and this event is getting very intense. We're returning to doubles round 4, and my God, does it get exciting. Jacob.
Excited to be here for our second round of doubles. Things are really heating up. I believe we're all tied up in Carter Cup points at the moment. And so we'll see what happens. Are we going to see a team really break away in this round, or is it going to keep just going back and forth?
Yes, absolutely, and it has gone back and forth. This is the way it breaks down currently. We've got 6 Carter Cup points for each team. And we've gone through a singles round, a doubles round, and also a singles round. We're now going back into doubles. And I'm just going to be honest, the matches that are coming up are thrilling. And here are the teams. Marcos Quintanilla, 15. Doug Howard, number 8. Colin Cummings, who is the number 1 player in the world. And Vince Sauceda, who is number 4, and that is Team Double Tap. They're playing against the heir apparents, Brian Accrocco, number 9. Jacob Munoz, number 3. Jacob Weissman, number 2. And Danny Hynes, 11-time world champion and currently ranked number 5, going for the Carter Cup. Let's jump right in. So our first matchup here, we've got Colin Cummings and Doug Howard versus Danny Hynes and Jacob Munoz. What do you think, Jacob?
Let's see. I think that is an interesting matchup. I think I would say Colin and Doug are probably the favorites on paper, but this is a pretty even match when you just look at the world ranks. Both Danny and Jake. Oh, yeah, let's watch that again. That's a patented, almost right of center, though he had a center left roll under from Doug Howard. Just those crazy angles he has that we've been talking about in some of the past videos. But yeah, I would say that on paper, it's a pretty even matchup. I mean, Colin, obviously the best player in the world right now. But both Munoz and Hynes are in the top 5, and Doug is sort of in the lower grouping of the top 10 players.
Yeah.
So I think that makes it pretty even. So I think this match will really just be a matter of, is Colin going to get on his patented Colin runs like we saw in the last round of doubles? Trying that left wall again. Oh.
And that was nice because Doug, he had Jacob worried about that left wall under.
Yeah.
He gave it a small pump fake. Jacob flinched, and then Doug was able to get that straight. It wasn't really even a cross straight. It was just right up the gut.
And Doug kind of on a run right here. Not kind of. Is on a run.
Oh.
Well, not anymore, but he got 3 points.
Yeah, that was nice. Nice way to start.
That's huge. Awesome left wall over by Colin. Knocks Danny right off the table.
And that was a nice transition shot by Colin.
Colin looks confident right now. He looks very settled in. That's. I mean, what are you supposed to do with that?
Yeah, it's tough. Well, number one, you should probably avoid trying to play transition with Colin unless your transition game is up to that speed.
And even then, I mean, I think I'm arguably one of the best transition players in the world, right behind, or with pace with Colin. I'm not going to try to play transition with Colin.
Right, you're going to try to stop it.
Yeah.
And transition air hockey is not just about pure reflexes, and that's why guys like Danny can still play pretty well in transition. His reflexes have slowed somewhat from just being older, but he has an intuitive sense about where the puck is going.
Yes.
And so he'll position his mallet where it needs to be for when the puck arrives.
So Doug ending that game with a good right wall over. Colin and Doug just blow past Danny and Jacob that game 7-2. Danny wins the faceoff though.
But yeah, back to this idea of transition air hockey. It certainly is about reflexes a lot, but it's also about having an intuitive sense of the angles and where the puck is rebounding and headed and where you need to be to catch it. And not everybody has that sort of
that intuitive sense.
Right. It's just a spatial awareness of how the puck is bouncing and where it's going to go.
Well, and I think that's the reason why a player like, Vince Sauceda, even though we don't really think of him as being as a great transition player per se, he's so good at catching pucks and stuff like that. He not necessarily doesn't look like the most athletic air hockey player, but he's great at those snags because I think he has a great intuitive sense.
Sure.
So I definitely agree with you that it can be a little deceptive, the idea of transition. It's not about just pure athleticism.
Yeah. But when you combine reflexes with that intuitive sense about the angles,
then you
and where
get
the puck's
Colin
going.
Cummings.
Yeah, right. Then you get people that are really great at moving around the table with the puck.
Oh, awesome
That's
left
sort of-
wall under.
Yeah, that's basically using Jacob's medicine against him. And he's slowing it down just slightly.
Yeah, I like that. Smart.
Looks like he went for the
Alright,
over,
touch
but
right all
barely
over
missed
him.
it.
Just missed it. Lucky to get that puck back there. Colin usually. Ooh, that was a good mix-up by Danny.
My left.
It's like Doug gave that just a little too much juice.
Ready. And play.
And again, Danny sort of slowing it down, doing a setup. I think he's trying to get himself into a rhythm here. Yeah.
3-2.
Finds a beautiful cross straight.
Notice Danny rocking his body back and forth.
3-0.
Yeah, we
that's
see
just
that one again.
crazy.
Yeah, that's a crazy accurate. I mean, that's fast for a left wall over.
Well, right. It's super fast for a left wall over, and the release was super fast. It's hard to tell in the replay because it's going slower, but the release was really fast.
Yeah, well, and I marked that for replay when I was coding some of the shots, and I had to slow it down to tell if it went over or not, or how fast he hit it when I was originally looking at it. Ooh. Danny manages to retain the possession there.
Oh, my God.
An awesome,
That's an amazing shot.
Yeah. It's a replay machine, this match, these guys. Yeah, just a beautiful touch.
He made it look like he was going for a cross, and
then
instead
just-
just an off-speed cut. Wow.
Oh.
5.
See, it's difficult to win if you're if you're Danny and Jacob when, all your focus is getting Colin off the table. Colin's the guy you got to worry about. And then Doug comes out here and just scores 2 in a row.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Ready, Doug? Timeout called.
Colin giving Doug a few words of advice, try to get this game wrapped up. 6-4 is one of those dangerous positions.
It's dangerous in singles and even more
Yeah,
so in doubles.
And play.
Looks like he missed the over.
See what Danny does here. like he's trying to get into a flow.
He
Ooh.
went for that same sort of off speed.
Good puck control by Danny here, retaining possession. Ooh, oh, Doug gets it. Oh, great transition. Oh, Doug wants to stay on the table. I did that a few times in doubles, and it can be hard to remember sometimes.
And play.
Yeah. Oh, good block.
Yeah, great block.
He can get Colin off the table. I mean, again, we were talking earlier, like that's the main focus.
Oh,
He gets
he
him off
does
the
it.
table, but
Great
is
left roll over. See it again. So accurate.
yeah, look at Colin's face. Oh, he's just like, how did that go?
Right.
Why did I move?
All right, so now the question is, Doug gets it. Massive
Doug.
score there by Doug.
Huge. So instead of tying it up one game each, now
It's 2-0.
Colin and Doug are up 2-0.
2-0. Yeah,
It's really big.
it's definitely a deflating thing. Mm-hmm. Where it's 6-5, and you think surely, great cross there by Munoz. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's 6-5, and so you think, well, if I can just get Colin off the table, then I
right,
got
then we got
this.
a chance. Yeah.
But Doug says, no, you do not. I got this. Ooh, great under. That's Colin's classic under.
was over.
It was under. I'm almost positive that went under.
I'd like the replay people to please check that.
I mean, I trust me. He scored so many of those unders on me.
Yeah.
I know what a. Oh, and that's
That's hard. And
It's
so
hard,
now
and-
suddenly Colin's got 3 points in a row, and I think it's been 10 seconds.
and 4 in a row. Just
Oh, well, he didn't. That was. Oh my gosh, this game has not gone the way these guys had hoped. It started off strong, and then
I think if I were Munoz, I would have called a timeout when I got to the
should've
table
given
there.
a timeout for sure. And that's a challenge to call that timeout because you're frustrated. You want to just score. You want you're sick of this person getting point after point. So you just want to get right after it. But all you're doing most of the time is playing right into their hands. You got to put that emotion aside.
Yes. That was an under.
That was definitely an under.
Munoz trying a double bank. Another one.
Yeah, that
Oh.
Point two.
is sort of a
Stuffing
desperation type play.
Good over there by
over
Doug to
wins
end it. So that was
That match
a
just
statement.
yeah, just like
Yeah.
turned on a dime. And let's see here. So yeah, obviously Colin dominating.
If
Scored 6 and 7.
You combine what Munoz and Hynes both scored on Colin, doesn't equal what he scored on one of them.
Say that again.
So together, Heir Apparent scored 5 points on Colin.
Oh right.
Colin
right.
scored more on both
on
players.
each of them. Yeah, that's crazy. Rotation efficiency again. This is if once you swap players, you get scored on. You have a new player come to the table. Do you score at least a point or not? Do you have an empty trip? Rotation efficiency had a lot of empty trips.
Yeah.
Looks like 60% of the time they didn't score. They did win all the face-offs.
Yep.
But
none of the
Colin
games.
went on a 6-point run, a 3-point run. Yeah. Oof, that was hard. So they go, double tap goes up 7-6, and we've got the next match here. We've got Colin and Doug again, but this time they're going to play Jacob Weissman and Brian Accrocco. Now, Brian has, up till now, been really playing great in the Carter Cup. So kind of expect him to hopefully continue that. Although, you know, when you're a little older, sometimes, you know, keep in mind we're now probably about 6 hours into this competition.
Good cross there by Doug. Now, we saw Doug giving me issues earlier in the previous doubles round. So let's see if I figured anything out.
Well, if he scores on himself, you don't really have to figure
Yes,
anything out. So
that's true.
Maybe you just hope that he continues doing that.
Oh, Colin just
Just a little cutie cut. Sneaks right by.
I find it interesting that Colin is such a good doubles player because he has a game where it's kind of well known that if you're going to get a game off of Colin, it most likely will be the first game because he tends to be kind of a slow starter, just kind of watching, kind of getting his defense set up, kind of setting people up on offense. But in doubles, he just comes in just full bore and just goes on these runs that in singles we usually see him warm up to.
Yeah. And you guys took a timeout here,
Yes.
which
Both
is definitely a good idea considering that Colin's on a run already.
for this match, I had told Brian, hey, we're going to only use our timeouts against Colin. Whenever he scores 3 in a row, we're going to call a timeout.
Yeah.
Time's in.
Figured the only chance we have of beating Colin's team is if we can stop Colin's runs.
Back to your point about whether Colin is a slow starter in matches and whether that, you know, doesn't make sense with doubles. I think that what we're seeing here is the fact that Colin's warmed up. I mean, you guys have been playing now for hours upon hours.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Yeah, I rescind my previous statement. I guess playing 6 hours of air hockey will warm a man up.
Yeah.
Colin on a run here. This is what I should not be trying. See, here I'm in a position where I feel like nothing's working, but that's not really the case. It's just I haven't gotten really a chance to get going yet. I should just probably be going with my normal attack, I think, especially in doubles.
Yeah, there is a theory that in doubles you should focus on your main shots, your main attack, and unless you start getting on a run, then you can vary it a little bit.
Oh, great cross by Doug.
Yeah. Yeah, it was executed at just the right point in the drift so that you were in a decent position, but it just snuck in right to the right side.
Three.
See if Brian can keep this game alive. Colin ends it with a nice cut.
Any idea what Brian's saying here? You remember?
I honestly have no idea. We were just talking about how that game just got away from us a bit. We just need to hunker down and focus.
Players ready?
Yeah, it's painful to watch.
Yeah, and you tried to pull a Doug and pull it out there, and that would have been even more painful.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Come on.
Yeah, you see here,
Ready?
I'm just not adjusting my face-off strategy like I should be at this point.
Yeah, after that had happened to
Yeah.
you, then you should have. Yeah.
But very good on Colin for, he obviously figuring it out as far as face-offs.
Yeah.
2-1.
Let's watch that again. That was really sweet. This nice exaggerated arm motion off to the right.
Well, let's see if I can defend Doug now.
Over. Ready? And play.
Good block by Doug.
Yeah, that one worked. That right well under worked because I think the angle was much sharper, was much deeper. You got behind his mallet. The first one, I'm not sure it was. I thought it was an okay block. I think it was off. I think the shot was off.
Okay.
Ready?
Maybe you go back and watch it. You'll see you hit it more towards the middle of the goal.
Good little change up there by Colin.
Yeah, it was a nice change up. Talk about those in a recent video, instructional. You should take a look at it. It's about air hockey deceptions, and the change up is very deceiving. Someone tap.
I don't know what this man's doing in
yeah.
front of the camera, but that's okay.
Or just-
Colin said, "I'll help you guys out."
Yeah.
I know Colin hates an obstructed camera, so. Oh. I thought it was going in.
Nice.
4 apiece.
We'll give you credit for that one.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. That was a good get.
5-4.
All right, well, we've got a game now.
Mm-hmm. I almost kept it there, but yep. Colin using his favorite weapon against me.
Ryan seems to have a really difficult time scoring on Colin.
Yes.
And he's got a lot of excellent shots. I think what Brian needs to do is find ways to vary his setups against Colin, because
Yeah.
Colin just keys in, knows exactly what he's going to be shooting.
And it makes sense. I mean, Colin, currently best player in the world, grew up
Ready?
playing with Brian. He learned
Right.
everything from Brian.
Right.
And so that this
Right.
awesome defense Colin has developed watching Brian's game.
Ready? And play.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome left wall over by Colin.
Timeout.
Good timeout by Colin. You can see it made me
Ready?
feel quite uneasy.
And play.
It made you feel uneasy then or right
That's all.
All the time.
now?
I
All the time.
dream about it.
Okay, get now. All you got to do is
6-6.
score.
I hit the
Now
Carter
that-
Cup.
That was a block.
So you'll give Doug
I'll
credit
give
for that one?
Doug credit for blocking that
Nice.
because it was a good shot.
Ready?
It got blocked.
Play.
Going for an off goal.
Yeah, come on!
Transition cross. there.
Great transition cross. You guys tie
One
it
of
up.
those.
That was important.
Yeah.
You guys ready? One game piece.
Yeah, and that's called Colin just utterly destroying me on face-offs.
Yeah.
And it's smart. I would do the same thing. You know, if it's working, keep doing it.
Ready? And play.
Good cut by Brian. Colin does not like that. Ooh, good get. Ooh.
And that's been a great shot
Brian
for Brian
just-
in this
yep.
in this tournament, or this Carter Cup.
It's a little cut. That was one of the cuts where that angle is so sweet, it doesn't even matter that the opponent's charging it.
Right. It was left of center.
It was me trying just a silly
3-2.
drift there, and Colin makes me pay for it.
Yeah, Brian can do some things to start scoring on Colin more. One of them is to rethink what his setups are and how he's delivering the pucks, because almost every time he does what he's going to do, Colin's just right there. Like, look at that. I mean,
Yeah,
he knew for sure it was a cut.
Finds that right all over.
So rather than continuing to kind of bowl forward and keep doing the thing that's not working, Brian's got to come up with something else.
See, that's the spot where I should have called a timeout.
Yeah, probably. Still got taking a break here, so
Houston has one timeout left. Ready? And play.
Ooh, great
And
shot there by
and
Brian.
that's something a little bit different, right? That's not the usual.
3.
Doug finds that sweet cross straight he has. Kind of almost closer to a straight.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah.
the way he hits it. Oh.
7-3.
And Doug said, "Hey, remember that transition you got on me?"
Brian doesn't know that
Yeah,
the game
Doug.
has ended.
Yep.
Sorry, man. You gotta have to switch sides.
Y'all ready?
Brian with a nice face off there. Yeah, even though I've, at this point, being just destroyed in face-offs, I love that we face off every game in the Carter Cup.
Right, and it's interesting because we're tracking the results, and in the doubles matches, which team wins the face-off is not as, it doesn't correlate as much with who wins as it does in singles.
Yeah.
Because there's just so many more variables in doubles.
Yes. 2-1.
It's fast release.
Yep.
This is a big match. You guys really under the gun because I don't think you want to go down 8-6 in Carter Cup points.
No, it wouldn't be a advised career path. Ooh.
3-1.
Right wall. That was a right wall over by Brian. No, Colin on Brian. Just
Pull
so
all the way back.
fast that it went fast in the replay. Mm-hmm. The right wall over.
Yeah, yeah.
3-2.
Do a little change up in my drift there.
4-2.
It's got that cross going this match.
Yeah.
That one was actual cross. It wasn't really a straight.
Come on, Brian. Shoot.
Yeah, it's hard to win the game when you get Colin off, but then the next player says, you know what, I'll just score two.
Five, 2.
Yeah, I like the way Doug
Awesome. Awesome
set
shot.
that up.
Yeah.
It was nice. He set it up by making it look like he was doing cuts a few times, and then he went for the right wall over.
Tried a little kind of change up cross there off the cut. Doug said, oh, I'm ready for it. You know, we've talked a lot about how Colin is
See
a
that? Oh
yeah,
my God,
yeah.
it's so nice.
Yeah, this is just right of center. Yeah. Awesome angle by Doug.
Mm-hmm.
But we've talked a lot about how Colin is a good doubles player, obviously. Multi-time doubles world champion. But Doug really strikes me after playing this Carter Cup as a really good doubles player.
Mm-hmm.
Really has proven himself, I would say, in doubles.
Right. Well, and I think it's good when you have a partner that has something unique in their game, like all of his unique angles and the way he delivers his shots like that.
In some ways, it's almost an ideal game for doubles because it's so unique.
Man, that was a really, really good match by Double Tap.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it here. And I was talking at the beginning of the match how I was, thinking, well, Brian's been playing great. He didn't provide a lot in this match in terms of points. He only scored 4.
And last doubles match with me and Colin, we saw us tied in points against each other. This time, Colin almost doubling.
Yeah. And look at that rotation efficiency for the heir apparents, even lower than the first round.
Yeah.
Just not scoring when they're getting a fresh person up on the table. And of course, Colin with several. Well, and Doug, Doug and Colin, 4-point runs. Those are big.
Yeah, and I think the longest runs for the heir apparents is really the story of this match. When you get in, you need to have a
Some
longer
good
table
runs.
state. You need to.
Sure. So you're down. The heir apparents are down now, 8-6. That's hard because now you got 2 more doubles matches, and you could potentially be at 10-6 by the end of it.
And then it'll become, if we're down 10-6, based on the matchups for the last singles round, I think it would be virtually impossible to win.
Virtually, because you'd have to win every single match.
Including the match against Colin.
Yeah. Couldn't even let him get 2 games.
Not Doug, Vince with his.
Vince. So we've got Vince, Sauceda, and Marcos Quintanilla versus Danny Hynes and Jacob Munoz in this match.
I think on paper, heir apparents are probably favored in this match, but it's pretty close. Vince is lower ranked than Jacob Munoz by 1, but I don't think, based on just history, I would say Vince is the more.
Oh my God, that was an
adept
amazing
player.
shot.
Yeah, we see him pulling back. This classic Vince pump, time delay. Or no pump there.
Yeah,
just
no
time
pump.
delay.
It's just the time delay.
Yeah.
Oof.
I guess more just the way he moves his arm kind of makes you jitter like a pump would. But yeah, long story short, even though the rankings, if you look at the superior rankings, it might make you think that Munoz and Danny are a heavy favorite. I don't think that's true at all. I think you have to consider Vince more as like a number 2 ranked player than a number 4 ranked player. I believe we're 2-2 so far this game, so really kind of waiting to see what team opens it up. Ooh, a good attempt by Marcus.
2-3.
It was an
Jacob runs a
interesting
nice
shot.
little kind of cut. Maybe it's supposed to look like a cross or
Yeah,
just
I'm
kind
not
of a
sure
drift.
what happened with it.
Ooh, Vince just missing. Trying to think of a better nickname for Vince. I don't think we really have a great nickname for him yet.
Yeah. I don't know of any nicknames for Vince.
Well, some people call him like the Tank.
Oh.
Finger.
I don't think that really fits.
No, I don't think so.
Thinking maybe something like the Alligator. I don't know. He's a very strong animal. It's super slow,
Okay.
right? It has this kind of
Right.
stealthy poison suddenly just snaps out and gets you.
2-4.
Right. I think of him more of, like we've said in previous, as calling him a sniper.
Sniper.
That's-
Yeah. Well, I was trying to think what animal is a sniper.
Okay. We need an animal. What animal snipes? Okay.
I guess you could just call him the sniper.
Fucking
Yeah.
play.
Oh,
That was nice
good little
speed
off
on
speed
that.
there. Nice cut by Danny.
3-5.
I think that shows Danny's a bit more warmed up or feels more comfortable against Marcus because he's not really kind of playing around as much as he did in the earlier match. He's just hitting that.
And that was that same
Yeah,
setup
same.
and release by Vince.
Unforced error there by Jacob. Let's see if Vince takes advantage of it. Oh.
Well, he should have taken
yeah.
advantage of it. It was an early charge.
Nice little
Point. Tables off.
cross there.
All right.
So now it's 6-4, I believe. 6-5. Oh, no, it's 6-4.
Top.
Another unforced error by Munoz.
Fucking play.
Ooh. Barely caught it.
It's the same
That
shot.
same- yeah,
I
it's
don't
a
know.
weird shot.
It
It's
seems
a
like
weird,
it's going straight in the middle
Yeah.
of the goal.
It's very creative.
Yeah, but why is it scoring? Because
I
a
think
shot
it's going,
that goes straight to the middle of the goal.
it might
doesn't-
be going cut side. I think it's going cut side.
All right, I'm gonna have to do some research. I'll get back to you.
Puck is in play.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh, it never went off.
Yeah, it never
Wow.
went off. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Right, sir. Puck and play.
Oh
Quick
man.
Quick little right Viper.
Yeah, it's hard to tell in slow motion how fast that release was. That's why it scored.
Yeah.
It was just lightning fast. Rewatch it in normal speed, and you'll see.
Ooh, that would have scored if Marcus was just a little more accurate.
To my right. Ready, sir? Puck and play.
Munoz looks comfortable here. He looks fully in his best languid snake-like form. And the snake bites.
Yeah, another quick release. That one, another right wall under.
Vince is drift makes me so nervous. Just
Watching it.
Timeout on the table.
start
Yeah, it was a
jerking
good
him out in my
timeout.
mind.
Jacob is on a roll here.
Yeah, he's up. He's scored 3 points in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Well, plus I think he ended last game with 2 points.
Mm.
Ready, sir? Ready?
So he's actually on a 5-point run, I believe.
Lock and play.
Ill-advised charging.
Am I right? Ready, sir? Puck and play.
Marcus gets another shot.
And see, that's where I think Jacob needs to start doing a little bit more of just grabbing pucks as opposed to trying a transition shot every time.
I completely agree.
His game can go up several notches once he reins in the charging and the
little cross
transitions from bad positions.
Yeah, and
Just do like what he just did there. Set up the puck and then do one of your great shots.
I completely agree. I think that will go a long way.
Five,
And
zero.
yeah, well,
Is he on it? Is that a 7
that's a
point
7-point run now.
Oh my
Yep,
God.
7-point run. Ooh, and Marcus ends it. The golden right wall under. But yeah, I think what you just said is exactly the key to Munoz getting to even the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Like if Munoz wants to become a consistent semifinalist, I think that's the key. Ooh,
Nice by Marcus. This is a great setup and release. Very deceptive. Good timing.
trying a little forehand cut there. Marcus is ready for it. Ooh, Marcus is on a run now. 3 points.
He barely missed it. Oh.
Scores on himself. That one hurts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're turning the game around. You're coming back.
1.4.
It was an interesting shot. Oh. Quick and sneaky.
Yeah, so I think there was 3 fast release right wall unders that Munoz got in that game.
All right, come to the ready.
It was great.
When I raise my mouth,
Now-
puck is in play.
Up 2-0. Heir apparents could
Do it again.
get a point here. Win a game, win a point.
It would definitely be good to get a point here rather than give them another point. Ooh, that was a sweet.
Marcus says, I've got my fast right wall unders as well.
Yep. Mm.
1-1.
Yeah, Danny has that cut all day on Marcus so far.
Lost him out. Ready, sir? Ready? Puck and play. 1-2.
Yeah, Danny looks like he's in a rhythm now. And I had mentioned this earlier, didn't come back to it, is if you notice Danny rocking back and forth. A number of players do that to maintain a rhythm. And also, it's very similar to what tennis players do when they're ready for someone to serve on them. They just kind of keep a little bit of emotion going.
Right.
So that they're not caught flat-footed, and I think that's ultimately what that is in air hockey. I've done that for years as well, so that's the way it has worked for me.
Yeah, I tend to do that as well.
watch that again. Oh my God.
Oof. Gets
Danny
just
charges so
charge.
early. And then he just smiles. He knows. He's like, I know.
Yeah,
I charged
yeah.
way early. I get it.
It seemed like Danny was trying to play around with him there, and then
And then just felt
go
like he had
back to
be
like
committed.
and then go back
his
to maybe
time.
yeah. Oh,
Nice block. It was a little middle of goal, but still it was good.
it's a cut.
Notice Munoz is doing his little thing with his
Yeah.
wrists.
2-5.
A double charge there by Munoz that results in a score.
3-5.
Good cut by Vince. I think it worked because he kind of did a quicker release than his previous shots. Had a little change up. But then
Yeah.
Danny just comes back. So match point here, I think.
Yeah.
Match point 3.
Yeah.
And when Danny's doing,
Yeah, when he's doing that, he's about to
Yeah.
score. And the truth of the matter is that Marcus just blocked that right wall over. There it goes again. There it goes for the off speed.
oh, nice little shot there by Marcus.
Danny charging though. I needs to get that under control. Oh, and the nice off speed.
The classic Munoz on the other side of the table before you've
Yeah.
realized you've been defeated.
Yeah, that was pretty. It was a pretty thorough win by heir apparents there. Yeah, just not enough scoring by the by team double tap. Notice Munoz was really the star
Yes.
of this set here.
Yeah,
15
Munoz
points.
just kind of torched them that set. And I think that's the first time we've seen Munoz so far in the Carter Cup really being the guy to really carry
Right.
the weight.
And here's where I was talking about face-offs earlier. It's not necessarily correlated with winning in doubles. And
Yep.
double tap won 2/3 of the face-offs, but they lost pretty significantly. Only had one 3-point run.
Look at Munoz's runs pushing that streak factor up to 2.1 points.
Oh yeah,
It's one of the higher ones we've seen, I think, so far.
it's good. Okay, so
Come to
here
the
we
ring.
are. You guys, heir apparents, were able to get another point. Now we're 8-7 in Carter Cup points. And we've got Vince and Marcus again
0-1.
versus Jacob Weissman and Brian Accrocco.
Brian.
And Brian starts off with his fast forehand left wall under that has probably scored 8 points, 9 points so far in this Carter Cup. A lot.
Yeah, it's been. Ooh,
0-2.
Brian goes to that right wall. But yeah, that forehand left wall under has been a surprise star for Brian, I would say, this Carter Cup.
You know where he learned that shot?
From Tim Weissman.
Yes, he did. That shot, fun fact, in 1991 at the Houston Classic, it's a tournament run by the local operator, Vince Chappelle, who had tables all over Houston. He decided he was going to do the biggest cash tournament that air hockey had under the USAA. He ran, it was $1,250 for first place. So everybody's super excited. I was in the middle of winning a lot of tournaments at that point. And I got put into the losers bracket
1-3.
by a guy named TC. And that shot that Brian is using was literally the reason I was able to come back and win the tournament. It's such a deceptive shot because it's at the very beginning of the drift.
And so what did you do with your $1,250?
I bought a stereo system and I still own the 2 big speakers.
2, 3.
They still work great all these years later. Anyways, back to air hockey.
Back to the 21st century.
Yes.
We have Vince sniping me off the table with a beautiful left wall over. Then Brian responding with a beautiful cut.
Mm-hmm. Brian decided he's gonna make a bigger contribution in this match than in the previous doubles match.
Yes. Brian decided this match, you know what, this is my garage, my Accrocco arena. So I'm going to show these boys what's up. We're up 5-2 this game on the back of Brian.
First one. San Antonio.
Probably a good timeout by Double Tap. Throw some ice water on
Sir, puck and play.
this man who's on fire.
Okay, Vince doing a little off goals, trying to change the pace a bit, and it works.
That was nice. 2 off goals to the left side, and then a left wall over. Yeah.
3-game point.
Oh wow! I actually thought that flew off the table.
No, it flew,
Yeah, it flew into the goal. Yeah. Okay.
I don't hit shots off the table, sir.
Yeah, never. I'm sure. Nice little
7-3.
jump,
First game.
a little mini hop.
Mm-hmm. That's why they call me the bunny.
And then come to the ready.
You're gonna get scored on. Oh gosh.
Yeah, that's one thing that I have made note of. The what open is that called for the face-off?
1-0.
Australian?
I think so. When you're trying to just grab it and pull it towards you.
Yeah, I've kind of decided I will no longer be going to the land down under as much on my face-off.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what position their mallet's in.
Right. But when they start going with the...
You don't have to have your mallet all the way on the side while
Yeah.
it's being faced off. You can, when it gets faced off, move and grab it.
Right, yes.
I think a general rule of thumb is wherever their mallet is positioned and how their hand is positioned, you need your mallet in the corresponding
Right, to cut
spot
off
to
their-
cut off
yeah.
any kind of angle, and then do what you're going to do once the face-off happens. But of course, that's just sort of a rule of thumb. I mean, you're going to if you end up doing lots of face-offs like in the Carter Cup, you're going to play around with it.
Unless you're me and just try the same thing
and
100 times.
you might do it and go to the side, knowing that you're not really going to do it, right? Just tempting them, and then instead, when the face-off, right before the face-off happens, you move back in the center and do a French Open
Right, yeah.
and just grab the puck.
2-0.
Yeah, you not. Yep.
That's the shot.
That's it. Yeah, and that's the
That-
shot too.
That's the shot.
Yeah.
You have me not only standing in front of the camera here, but bumping it.
Mm.
3-1.
Nice, right wall over.
Oh,
4-1.
nice little off speed there by Brian. Little wolf slayer while you're playing with a wolf. Ooh, great
4-2.
left wall over by Vince.
Forward, no-
Fortunate
Ready?
that Vince hit at the
Puck and
puck there.
Yes. Vince seems like he's in a real offensive mode right now. I definitely do not want him having the puck. But he's going to get
He's
it.
gonna get it. He's gonna
Can I withstand...
the arm.
Ooh.
the
My
sniper's
body
arm.
armor survives one sniper bullet.
Ooh. Oh.
Hmm.
5-2.
It was a nice. It was good because of how it was timed and how many right wall unders that had gone before it. It really looked like you were going right wall under.
Just missing the cross.
Game point 2.
Yeah, definitely dominating so far in this match. Both you and Brian seem to be putting on some real strings together.
Yeah. I think me and Brian are both a bit frustrated from our matches against Colin.
All right, so you're up 2-0. Here we are again within the position of win a game, win a Carter Cup point.
Puck is in play.
So, you got,
Yep.
yeah.
No,
Face-offing
I'm,
has been not
I believe
so, awesome.
so far I've been scored on
4 times?
4 times in a face-off.
Yeah.
1-1.
Quite embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
But you live and you learn.
right. You either win or you learn. So, you gotta learn.
Sometimes you win
And
and
learn?
you're scored on
Oh, yeah, right. That's
in the
true.
face-off.
Yeah. Oh, let's watch that again. That was really fast. He snags the puck. Taps it once. Twice, 3.
Great shot by Brian.
Well timed. And that's that forehand left wall under that we were talking so
2-2.
nice
So,
about.
Yes. You were waxing.
Reminiscing. Yeah, I was waxing
poetic
poetically about years past.
Vince.
It was nice when my
Trying.
arm could do that. It was fun. Ooh, that was nice. I liked it.
I think it
Timeout on the table.
I think it flew off.
did it go in? I guess it went in. Yeah.
And they took a timeout.
it went.
Yeah, what I liked about it was that you didn't try to sell it. I think when it doesn't work, a lot of times you're selling it too much.
Okay. Interesting. So I'm trying to make it look too much like a right wall.
Puck in
Yeah.
play.
Okay.
Or, yeah, I guess. Yeah. There's too much of a... I'll have to point it out when I see it.
Well, I think it just happened.
Sort of. Yeah.
To my left. Racer. Puck in play.
Oh.
3-4.
Wow. Let's see that
I think it
again.
was right wall over. Let's see. Forward motion. Yeah.
God.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah, beautiful.
I'm not even upset. I'm impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Brian.
That's
picking off
Brian's
a
cross. Again, that's his best shot, in my
If
opinion.
I had a penny for every time Brian scored that cross on me.
You'd have $22.
4-5.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
That was a
that
great-
was a sniper.
a great snipe there.
Match point.
It's good timing to have that thrown in. I don't know that you've done any left wall unders in this set up until then.
I did one
One.
earlier. I think you were busy talking about forehands. All right.
And that was a
twirl?
yeah, pirouette and a hop.
Yeah.
5 game point.
All right. Brian ends it for us.
Wow.
So we'll be all tied up in Carter Cup points going in to the fifth
and final
and
round.
final round.
Oh my gosh.
Well, let's take a look at these stats.
Yeah.
Let's see how many face-offs were scored on me.
So, okay, interesting. Looks like you definitely shined here. Well, you both shined, but you didn't get scored on very much.
Both points Marcus scored on me were face-off points.
Wow. Yeah. But both of you guys scored. You scored 11 points, and Brian scored 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you both carried the burden and really did it well.
Me and Brian just functioning really well there as a team.
Now, the big thing here is the heir apparent's rotation efficiency, 100%. We haven't seen that yet. That basically means that any time that they swapped players, they definitely scored. That next player up at least scored 1 point.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 7-3, 7-2, 7-5. And, you know, Vince and Marcus just a point each in their runs. It's hard to win.
Yeah. Yep.
So let's see how it broke down. We're at 8 points each. 8 points each. No Carter Cup has been like this before. This is amazing. And you guys are going to be going into the final round of singles, and we'll see who wins. Wow.
Yeah. Exciting stuff.
We'll see you next time.